This is a momentous event, of course. I do think someone else is going to pick it up, though. So, looking for volunteers. Whoever wants to do Chasercon next year, you signing up for it? Come to your house. All right, very good. Thank you all. It's been a fun run, as we say. First, I need to put on my flux capacitor here and see if that works. Oh, yes, it does. Good, very good. And then I need to power my flux capacitor with my tornado machine here. Let's see. Wow. You know, working just fine. I love this thing. This is wonderful. No, Dr. Pearsoff, it's not one of those. All right, so the title of my talk, Back to the Futurecast, where I'm going to go really back in time to the beginning when I was involved in this. Did you know that I have been involved with 20 talks at Chasercon? These are the talks. It wasn't until about 2008 that I decided to spice it up a little bit. I asked Tim Samaras and Roger Hill if they would mind a little bit of spice to go along with those chase cases that we always talk about. And they said, go for it, and so I did. So now we're going to go back in time. The first Chasercon that I dressed up as a character was the 2008 Chases. This is where I was Clint's brother, Cleo. Remember that. And out of the 2008 notable chases, May 23rd was a great chase day. How many of you were in Quincher, Kansas in May 23? Okay, several people were. What a day. So I'm just going to highlight a few of these. I'm not going to go through like I did at the original Chasercon, but I am going to go through some of them, like the target area, for example. I'm going to get that off here, so I can see what I'm doing. All right, well, this is a warm front situation, and I love warm fronts, but I don't get a chance to chase warm fronts very much because I'm from Dallas, Texas. It's most of what I do. So what I do mostly is chasing dry lines. But here, there was a nice east-west boundary right along I-70, the dry line out to the west. And I had expected that somewhere around the triple point, there'd be severe storms later that day. And yes, I drove from Dallas, Texas, up to Quincher, Kansas. Most of the time, I've got to just spot chase because I have work responsibilities and I can't chase on specific events. Maybe once or twice a year, I get an opportunity to do this. And I decided I was going to get sick this day and had to see a doctor in Quincher. And I saw that moderate there, 15% hatch. I said, okay, that sounds good. So 432, tornadoes approaching south of I-70. Watched that thing rope out, and we dropped south and looked at another storm that was coming on up, and it also produced a tornado. We did get some problems with mud. Kansas mud. Hate that. But Bill Hart got a great shot at the second wedge, which we missed because he was stuck in the mud. And he got across an I-70. Wonderful shot, Bill. And there were tornadoes. You can see the dry line became active later on down by Dodge City. Okay. Now, in 2010's Chasercon, talking about 2009, I talked about the Matrix, okay, which I was Agent Marshall. Remember that? And so that big day was June 5, the Range, Wyoming tornado. I was part of the Vortex team at that time, both in 09 and 10, and they equipped us with these trucks with the instrumented pods that you see there. And our job was to drop these pods in front of the tornado. It was a big briefing in the morning, and there's always two areas to select which area. Do you play the upslope flow in southeast Wyoming, or do you play this boundary dryline section in kind of eastern Colorado, Kansas Colorado border. We decided to punt and go in the middle at Kimball, Nebraska, and see which area went first, and the upslope went first. So this is the hook on the radar, and there we are waiting for the tornado. This was a beautiful sculpted supercell with a long track tornado. Many interesting things about this tornado. The visible circulation was in contact with the ground 9 minutes before really we could see condensation building. It was actually reaching the ground. So that's interesting when you're dealing with high terrain. Be careful. You may not see that there's a tornado there, but in fact, there is a tornado. But it filled in by this time. And it went through beautiful stages here. And we dropped the pods. Then the tornado decided to take a risk. That's what it is. It's over, yeah. 32-minute tornado. Wonderful. It's across the road and went to a white road stage. The Dow was amazing. This is rate of velocity on the left, reflectivity on the right. You can see the detail here with the Dow. And then as it got into its mature stage, you can see the big eye there of the tornado. All right, then on to 2011 Chasercon, which was about the 2010 year. All right, I was astronaut Mars Hall. That's right, going to Mars, long haul. Also my last name, Marshall. Now the June 10 Deer Trail, Colorado tornadoes. What an event this was. Again, looking at what this forecast is, we have Texas Panhandle. Tornado develops, crosses Highway 287, and goes on up past the town of Goodnight. Double-walled structure, really beautiful tornado. And there were many other tornadoes that followed it. It's a good forecast. There were other tornadoes in eastern Colorado, western Kansas that day. And then in 2010, I was told that they didn't have a truck for me because one of the trucks that was donated was pulled back. So I said, what if you use my truck? And they said, okay. So they took my truck and they pimped it big time. And yeah, my reaction. So here on 6/10 of 10, we decided to play some upslope. There's a low in northwest Kansas. And then around Sidney, Nebraska is where we're going to be. Moderate risk, 10%. But we had a really high tail down to tail end Charlie because this LP storm decided to produce a couple tornadoes pretty late in the day. So the target really didn't have any tornadoes, and it was all further south. So I had a great time with the CSWR crew. Went on a couple more times with them. Then 2012 Chasercon. I was Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader's brother. Okay? And this day, the Canton, Oklahoma event was amazing. This was a big outbreak day, dry line initiated event. This is what I'm more used to. And you have this target area southwest of Enid. There's the risk areas. That's right, it's a high. And these tornadoes, one early on, one later in the mature stage, crossed a lake and produce in the right there a tornado wave on the lake. That's what that white wave is. About a 3-foot high tsunami. Really amazing to see that. Lots of tornadoes all the way down to the valleys. In 2013, I was Spark, which was Spock's younger brother. And here's a family picture. Shows that I was Spock's younger brother. April 3rd, 2012, right at home. I thought, it's pretty good. Stationary front right across the Dallas-Fort Worth area, drawn line to the west. But, you know, risk areas weren't too tight there. It was just kind of broad, 5%. I couldn't tell that to the tornadoes. They were quite a bit bigger than I had expected and longer lasting. Across the highway and into Arlington, lots of tornadoes there. So it just shows you, even if it's 5%, doesn't matter, get out there and chase. Sometimes these events really can catch some others by surprise as well. Nobody has the toolbox that has all tornadoes in it. April 14, 2012, what a day this was. There were two targets. The closest one for me was in northwest Oklahoma, and I decided to go up towards Waynoka, and that's it. High risk, big hatched area. And there was just one tornado after another that day. It was amazing. Look at the long tracks, jet stream coming in and making these long track tornadoes. That Waynoka storm started really by the Texas Panhandle, right through 3 states. This was the Rotate project, again with Josh and Karen and the company. And we drove like crazy all over the place there. Yes, I was very giddy when I saw this. East wind on I-70. Look at that, temperature 71. Look at that dew point. So now you have winds blowing upslope. As Kansas does, increase in elevation in the Midwest. And although there was only a 5% chance, it looked pretty good to me. We went out, saw a couple tornadoes. One at night actually hit the Dow. They got great measurements. So we, at that time, fortunately, there was this cluster out there right there. And then the 2014 Chasercon, which was a jaw-dropping season, yes. And I was Sharknado. Yeah, y'all like that? Yeah, Sharknado. The 2 days I really liked were the April 19 Wichita area, which is also the same day as Shawnee, and then El Reno, May 31. So here's May 19. I had the target Wichita down to maybe needed. Like this risk area, moderate hatched area. Big tornadoes that day, southwest of Wichita. Wichita was very lucky that day. And then we dropped south to another storm, and it produced a nice tapered cone. And there was that group down in Oklahoma City. El Reno, historic days, you know. I had picked El Reno, and that was the target. I went there, waited. Saw this beast develop to the west, rotate rapidly. There's a wedge in there somewhere. And it started to widen, change course, and accelerate towards us. We were northeast of it. We had to get out of it. This is the track, very slow moving track, but very wide tornado, so 2.6 miles wide. And we actually crossed the track, as you see in red. So we actually drove across the track before it got there. Yeah, it was very scary. One of the scariest chases I've been on. And there's the SPC reports, and of course paying tribute to Tim, Carl, and Paul on that date. In 2015, Chasercon, well, I was a blues brother, and it was a pretty bad year. I sang the blues, so we won in 2016. Which really was an amazing year in its own right. But this is 2015, the Rock and Roll Chase year. This is actually held in Norman, and this is Roger Hill shot. There's Elvis Marshall, I guess. And then May 27th was a fluke event for me because I had a job that day in Amarillo that lasted till 3 o'clock, and I was gnawing at the bit there, seeing this overshooting top to my northeast. And as soon as I got done with my job, then I was able to race up the Canadian just in time for Tornado Fest. So, yeah, sometimes it works. Now here's what the tornado looked like. Big, nice tornado. And there were other tornadoes up in western Kansas. And 2016 was probably my best year in a long, long, long time. I was the Tin Man, you go on the Tin Man. And Leote was amazing, the construction on that. The tornadoes were not very good. Of course, Dodge City was wonderful. Solomon, Kansas was my best ever. Chase State and Sulphur, Oklahoma. So once again, I joined up with Twirl, and we drove all over, yes, Montana and other places. On May 9th, we were back down in this part of my part of the world, Ardmore, Oklahoma, and it was not too big of a risk area there, enhanced with a 10%. But a nice tornado developed, came very close. It was kind of small, it didn't hit any of the pods, but we saved the pod for this guy, the big wedge. And we did get a hit on this. And this is Scott Peak's shot, looking west down the road. That's my truck down there as the wedge is approaching. We just got out of there in time. This is a now image. They were able to pick up our velocity with our truck. We got the pod hit. It pitted the paint on the post. And then May 24, otherwise known as the Dodge City event. 2 areas of risk. Tornado one after another, 13 total tornadoes that day. We deployed pods, got a couple of hits. There's the tracks on the left by Zachary Weinhoff. Very contorted, typical with a slow-moving. And what a sunset. Mattis and anti-crepuscular lanes. Really pretty. And there are lots of tornadoes there. May 25, my best chase ever. Junction City, Kansas, along the stationary front, my target. The Toro folks said that they were going to be down to stay, so I was free to chase, and I fell. So that I did, because we got this big tornado that lasted 90 minutes. And there's the SPC outlook. 2018 Chasercon, where I was Luke Skywatcher. And there's Luke Skywatcher, the older one, not the younger one, the older one. I get a lot of my costumes from a place out west here now in Kipling called Disguises. It's a wonderful place. And they had even the facial hair. So April 29, Canton, and May 16, McLean. So I didn't have a target on this day. I just said, well, let's just go out east of Dallas, and if we hit something, fine. It was very general, 5% chance. And then this beast comes rolling along. And there are tornadoes in East Texas. And then as far as the May 16th, McLean Shamrock area, we were good that day. Got a long stringy risk area, and we had a nice hatched area in the Panhandle, beautiful tornado that day, with several others afterwards, including the Elk City, Oklahoma tornado. There were other tornadoes along the front of that. And then in 2019, Chasercon, I was Han Solo, and I had Chewie accompany me. That's right. May 28th here, Triple Point, around Burlington, so we sat in Burlington all day. 10% chance of tornadoes. Some nice spouts. It was a spout fest. I think I counted 10 of them. Yeah. So Texas City. All right. Pretty good. Now to the current year. So the two events I'd like to talk about today would be April 30th of last year and May 17th. On April 30th, we picked Oklahoma as the target, although tornadoes happen in Texas across the border. Enhanced risk, fires of petroleum, celebrate the traditional statement. Lots of tornadoes in Missouri, but later on. And then McCook. Now, keep in mind, I drove from Dallas, Texas that morning. Our target was McCook. That's a long haul. Here's the enhanced risk with the shaded area. I didn't see Southwest Kansas coming into play here. Tornadoes. Southwest Kansas was also placed. All right, well, I guess I'm out of time, so that kind of wraps up my Chasercon and all of the Chasercons for you. I really appreciate all of the years that you guys have supported us, and maybe I'll see you at a future Chasercon. Thank you.